Yo, what's up everybody? I'm New and we're at the Heights session. On today's session we have Moose. What's up, Moose?
Yo, what up, guys?
What's up,
Oh yeah, dude, we got you in here, man.
Yeah, finally.
That's pretty cool, dog. Haven't seen you in a cool minute, I think it's been like 4 years or so,
Yeah,
dude, I remember. Had a good times.
It's been a good amount of time, away from each other, but yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I can't remember how we came together though, but I know it was like over the armed tribe stuff,
Yeah, so back
I think you probably met up with Noob and shit, and then
we linked up. He was a graphic designer.
Yeah, graphic designer.
We were reaching out for that, and then he brought you in, and that was pretty cool, man. Like,
yeah, I remember it was around the time when I had just got my job, so I put like everything on hold. I was like,
it was a pretty cool experience,
It was, it was definitely a learning experience,
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. And what's up with you? How's your day going?
Good, just got off of work. Work was chill. I was a little hungover in the morning, but kind of powered through it.
Yeah. Had to push yourself through that shit.
I had to kill these projects and shit, so.
Damn, that's crazy.
So, what do you do?
Right now, my current occupation is graphic design.
Graphic design?
Yeah, graphic designer.
Just are you more like an illustrator or like Photoshop illustrator?
I use two programs, InDesign and Illustrator, so I mainly focus on typography and packaging. So like labels, banners, stuff like that.
Like professional shit, huh?
Yeah, it's more like that because where I work at right now, it's an upscale grocery store called Daisy Acres Market.
Oh shit, that's just
and so it's kind of like Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Just their target audience is higher income. So
it makes sense.
Our focal point is like people that make about 100K.
So that's just off right?
Yeah.
So you do all the design for that?
Yeah, so I do the design for their packaging, like their private labels and any in-store advertisement I do or any sponsorships we do. So
damn, that's what's up, dude.
It's fucking sick as fuck.
And stuff. So yeah, I'm their designer.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like the behind the scenes. You never really thought you walk into a grocery store and you check out the advertisement and how much budget and time goes into it.
Yeah, dude, that's sick, dude.
And it's true, like you said, like we don't even see that behind the doors, And it's like you deep in there, you see that shit, and you break it down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Down to like the sales, down to like the coupons and shit. I'm pretty sure you design all that shit,
Yeah, everything.
Damn, that's fucking sick, man. That's what's up. You want to scoop for that?
No, well, it's a little bit about myself. I'll just start off,
Yeah.
I was born in Monterey Park, but I was raised in Ball Heights.
Yeah.
And when I was in high school, I know you guys are alumni.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So I played football there, and
how was that playing football for what was going on?
I mean, it was interesting, to say the least. Like, I'm an undersized guy,
Yeah.
You have to go up against big dudes, So it really like tested me a lot in terms of my strength, my mind, just really. But it was fun. Like,
but then I bet you give you a lot of confidence, because like fucking running with the big dogs,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Me and you are a couple, we're part of that shorter group,
Yeah.
So we're running with the bigger dogs. He's like, I keep up with these.
Man, fuck that, dude. I'm like decent height. I was like, you know what? I'm that. That's just not me, dog. I was like, I'm more baseball,
Yeah.
But like, baseball's cool too. Don't get me wrong. I like football, but now I think about it. I look back. I'm like, dude, you should just play football.
Yeah.
You should just play football. Now I actually know the sport and everything, but like growing up, I was into sports, but mainly just baseball.
I see. Yeah.
So football was like, it's just like whatever,
Yeah, that's how it was. Like when I was younger, my dad put me into like basketball, baseball. I didn't really like mess with it, but when he signed me up to Wall Heights Wolfpack, like the first year I was 10 years old and like I put on some pads and I rocked some food, and after that I was just like, damn, I like this feeling. I'm not gonna get in trouble for this,
Yeah.
And so like it just started from there.
Especially
fucking sick, dude.
Football for young people's ages, like it helps them release, like anger and shit.
Definitely,
Like I'm pretty sure. I never played football, but I know like during baseball and shit, like I was like, oh yeah, like fuck this, fucking smashing them, you know what I mean? But in reality, I was just releasing my anger, like football shit, taking out some foods,
I don't know. I never got to try it. Dude. My parents always just put me on baseball. I remember, like I just never really liked basketball. I was mainly like just baseball. I don't know why. Baseball's cool though.
Yeah, baseball is dope.
Yeah.
I like watching it. I mean, playing it's kind of a different.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it gets boring. Like right now, my daughter, she plays basketball. Well, she plays basketball and baseball. But like so she told me like right now she's like, I'm tired of baseball. It's boring. Like you gotta wait for everything. You gotta wait for your turn. You gotta wait. You gotta wait just to touch the ball. In basketball, I could touch the ball every play, you know. And so like I'm just gonna have her like playing different sports, so like she could kind of like, you know, build her like a stamina and everything, you know. That's why I want to have her in soccer too, so she could just get used to running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And the best part is that she's like very athletic, you know. So it's like whatever she does, she fucking. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I said shit like Anna, like she does it. With that baseball flow, I mean, like I didn't get to make it to no games and shit, but like the videos that they sent me, like she was doing home runs, dog.
Yeah, they moved her up a division, dude. She was supposed to be playing like T-ball, but I think they put her like coach pitch or some shit.
Yeah, she's definitely athletic.
She was banging, dude. Boom, 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 boom.
And you know, you being like a fucking, you know, Roosevelt football player, you like a jock and shit, like you have the, you know,
not really.
parties and shit. Like,
I mean, yeah, you know.
You like those movies with the, you know, the what is it called, the Leatherman jacket. You know what I mean?
That's the stigma, you know. But yeah, when I got my Leatherman jacket, definitely like I used to rock it a lot.
Yeah.
But I was never really like a jock, just because of my character, you know. I wasn't really like cocky or anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, I always had to like prove myself, like with my team, like, hey, you know, I'm capable of starting, you know, I'm good, this and that, you know. So I never was really a jock, but like I did was part of like a party crew and stuff.
Party
you
crew
know,
and shit.
Used to throw a little bit of parties here.
That's cool, dude.
Make some money, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the equipment was pretty to rent out the spirit packs for the year was
expensive, dude.
Pretty expensive, you know. It'll tally up to like, you know, $500.
Yeah, I remember all that shit.
And like, I mean, none of us worked, so we had to find ways to get money.
Yeah, I remember.
And especially too, you know, growing up, you borrow ice, you know what I mean? Like a lot of parents are always working, dog, you know what I mean? Got money for them bills, you know?
Yeah.
Or for whatever your expenses are going on, you know, you can't drop no fucking extra couple hundred on some sports. You know what I mean? I remember seeing my older uncle doing that shit with my grandfather, and he had to sell like chocolates, you know. And then my grandpa still came through. He came through though, you know. But you know, I seen the little hustle a little bit, you know. And it's like I kind of see what you meant.
Well, to be honest, dude, it's just like I'm not saying like in a bad way, but it's just like straight up in Boyle Heights, you know, like a lot of people, you know, it's like low income.
It is.
So it's not like, you know, like sorry to say it, but it's the truth, dude. Like it's like really low income because when I go to the park, food, like sometimes there's like, you know, like at the end of every game, the parents have to give snacks.
Of course.
And I noticed that like it's multiple parents that on that day when it's their turn, they don't go. You know, and it's fucked up, you know, because they don't have money. It's understandable. And then for instance, like there's a year where they had it like Dodger Fun Day, right? And all they had to do was pay $25. Yeah, like they gave them a glove and like the jerseys and everything was like one size bigger. And dude, tell me why they were complaining. They're like, what the fuck, blah, 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 you know? And it's like, dude, like I told my girl, I was like, pretty much we paid for the glove. You know, they gave us a glove, dude. Everything else is just extra, you know? Like you just got
glove too. It was
like a Wilson. Yeah, Wilson. Like a Dodger one.
Yeah,
and I was just saying like, and then just cause like everyone like was getting all like crazy about it, was like they like cause I have like friends that work at the park, so they just ended it. They're like, you know, we're not doing the Dodger Foundation no more, you know, and it's just a trip, but just people go crazy, you know, like they put a certain amount of money and then they start like lashing out over like something small, you know.
That's fucked up. Just kind of be grateful.
But yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
Grateful.
That's why, like I always say, dude, if I ever like make it big somewhere, I told you I was like, if I ever make it big, like not fucking famous or anything, I'm gonna give back to the rec centers, like especially Evergreen Park, you know, cause like dude, they need it the most. They've been here since like the 40s. No, I think like the 20s.
20s?
The 20s or 40s, dude. It's crazy. It's been there for a while.
That's definitely a historic landmark.
You know how it's low income, dog? You know who Maria del Barrio is? You don't see no Maria del Barrio in no Beverly Hills area.
Oh, yeah.
She'll be busted, dog. You know what I mean? Walk around with your top can open, pounding. You know what I mean? Talking, y'all into the fucking lady across the street. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be having that in areas that are like quiet. You know what I mean? More. I got love Boyle Heights, dog. You know what I mean? Like, born and raised, you know? Like,
you gotta like love it, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah. Especially with so much culture and shit, you know?
A lot of culture, and that's why a lot of people ride with that pride, you know, of being. I mean, at least for me, like, I love Boyle Heights, you know,
especially where you live, dude. My family came over in the 70s. There was the project. It was Liso Village. Yeah. Exactly right there. Like we grew up around there.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, we did move around a lot, but I mean, like, it's funny how we just ended up back there. Yeah, but it's like, man.
Yeah.
Boyle Heights.
And kind of getting back like to your story, like how was like life growing up, dude?
I mean, there's a lot, obviously, being part of, you know, a low-income community like Boyle Heights. It was definitely like challenging because, you know, you don't have that income. There's not that many resources available to you as a kid. And so I was growing up, and you know, a lot of the friends that were like, you know, part of gangs and stuff, and you know, the whole just like issues with like cops.
Yeah.
And so like just growing up with all that, it was definitely challenging. I mean, luckily football, I always like try to praise it because like
it was like an escape.
It was an escape from what was going on in my community, and like just growing up, just hearing the stories, you know.
Yeah, it's just serious.
And like that's when like I mean my parents lived here in the 80s and 90s, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like they grew up here too, you know. So they gave me a heads up. But like living here, I mean, growing up was cool. I had a lot of friends and stuff, you know, because of football, and being part of that community really helped. Like I was very involved, painting the schools. Painting on the back, like doing active community stuff at a young age, you know, and it made me realize like, man, there's so much to just like cops and gangsters under the and like drugs and stuff, like hanging out, partying, like it was way more like I started seeing it that way. So I mean, I just try to stay away from all that, and that's why I invested a lot into school and football.
Yeah,
and an exception to rating and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that's
just the extra part.
That's the extra part, but that I just was disciplined, and I mean, it got me to where I'm at in a good position where I'm at now. Especially when your odds are against you. Being part of this community.
That's good, dog. Especially because you know how they always say like, oh, that school's fucked up. Look at that area's coming out. Like, no, dog. Everything's there. If you really want to do everything. All the resources are there for you. You gotta look for them. We don't have the best resources, but we have enough. So I know a little bit. So I'm gonna say, you know, like you go to Norfolk, you know what I mean, and you get in your degree, you know what I mean. And it's like, dog, got to Boyle Heights, and you know, I'm pretty sure we don't have a high rate of graduating. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like.
Yeah. Isn't it like under like 15% or something? Or like high school, like
less. Yeah,
like 7% or something.
Yeah, it was funny. I was doing, you know, right now I'm working on a personal project of mine.
Yeah.
I'm just getting information about the community and stuff. So I really want to try to advertise Boyle Heights.
Yeah.
I mean, use my skill sets, what I learned in school, and my graphic design, you know, skill sets as well. So it's like I've been doing a lot of like independent research about Boyle Heights, you know, population, income, and stuff. So I was looking at the U.S. Bureau of Statistics, and 8% of people have a college degree.
Yeah, I knew it.
And from that,
from Boyle Heights.
Yeah, just Boyle Heights alone.
You have 35% that have a high school diploma, and then you have like even bigger percentage that doesn't have anything.
Yeah,
but are we talking about people that like grew up in Roosevelt? I mean, grew up in the area and then like went to school somewhere else? Or are we talking about people that live here with degrees?
To just live here.
Yeah, it's just over the years.
And that's how it is, and that's how.
Like, cause some people come here. Like, I know some from Roosevelt, and he's going to Georgetown out there.
Yeah.
No, that's a prestige.
I think what it is just based off of like.
I'm saying, so would you consider him like the statistics as Boyle Heights?
But like all the students from the schools and all that stuff too, huh? Like.
It was just like household, you know.
Oh, household.
Oh,
it's just mainly like who lives
whoever
here.
lives here now.
Whatever public information it is, and that's how they allocate that stuff, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So if you're making 100 plus a year, dog, you're not gonna want to live here.
Yeah, you're not gonna want to live here. Yeah, right here, income here is 35K.
Do you want less?
Yeah, that's if you're lucky. That's if you're lucky. Dude, 35.
Do you fucking want to live in an area where you're probably able to drive a fucking Porsche and come to like writing on the walls? Nah, dog. You know what I mean? It's like that's why these new shops coming in and shit that are saying like gentrification and shit. It's like I understand. You know what I mean? Like I love my city and shit, but it's like, dog, you can't be treating people like that. You know what I mean? Like, what if you had a business and what if they did that to you? How would you feel? You know? And it's like, yeah, it's fucked up the raising the rent, you know what I mean? But like, shit changes, dog.
Yeah.
It means like the people that are here before us, you know what I mean? Like the Mexicans weren't here the whole time, dog.
Oh no, it's like that's what's cool about this community. So
so much mixed with culture.
They call it the Alice Island. They call it the Alice Island.
Yeah, it was. That's how it wasn't, you know.
So I'm saying, like, we could trip, dog, but it's like, I mean, I used to say too, like, fuck them foods, you know what I mean? But actually, like, I read into, you know, and like, put some knowledge to it, you know what I mean? And it's like, dog, they're just a fucking business.
Everyone's I'm telling you, it's like what I always say, what kind of like separated everything was the interstates. Like all those freeways, after that, people started, because like,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because what it did, like, it started, think about it, like, damn, we just totally went off like a whole different topic, but it'll be quick. So long story short, dude, pretty much like they're trying to find out like where to build all the freeways at, right? And they're picking different locations, and they're like, we're not gonna build this shit in downtown. We're damn right not gonna build this shit in fucking Beverly Hills. fuck, let's build it over here in this little fucking town right here. And it happened to be Boyle Heights. Boom, if you really think about it, Euclid, First Street.
You got the 101, you got the 10.
All the freeways to the And after that, like, they started buying now, and then, like, they started moving, dude.
And then you segregate the community even more. And so now when new development comes in, it's easy to depict it and be like, well, I could buy all this property.
Cheap as fuck.
Yeah. Wait a little bit. Wait till the Los Angeles economy gets greater, and then that's when they're starting to invest in our community.
Yeah, it's true.
But because of, it goes back to the statistic of having no income and no ownership, a lot of people that left, they never bought homes here. So a lot of people that own here, they don't even live here.
Yeah.
And so, like, now that there's new development, it's really shifting our community, And
yeah, the majority of shit is rented out here,
exactly.
And rent's high as fuck right now. For like a 2-bedroom, you're looking at like East 19, 18 for a 2-bedroom.
That's expensive.
Close to 22, you know what I mean?
Everyone wants to come to LA,
Yeah, especially that new bridge coming, we got the fucking downtown right down the street, you know what I mean? It's like,
it's crazy, dude.
Too much hype for a dog, honestly.
Yeah.
Our district ain't even that high. Downtown's like whatever, dog, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that shit. I wanna go to Little Tokyo, eat, and come back.
Now, but if you think about when you walk around, like, was it art district? That shit's pretty cool. Like you get a pretty cool vibe.
No, it's cool, but
no,
it's
but for like tourists, I'm talking about like tourists.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of tourists.
You're like, if you go out, you're like, well, what is this?
Yeah.
Like I noticed that. It's cool. But kind of getting back to like your story, like how was it in like Roosevelt? Like once you make it to like senior year, like did you already have like a plan? Like, all right, I'm gonna go to college, or I'm just gonna work.
Yeah. I mean, like in high school. Going up to senior year, like, I didn't really have a lot of income. My family didn't have a lot of income. So it kind of really, like, changed my perspective. And, when I was going to school, like, when I was going to football practice, I was like, okay, I'm not really passionate about football right now.
Yeah.
Like, I've kind of got to figure out what I want to do after high school. And so, I mean, by my junior year, I already knew, like, I wanted to go to college, no matter what. Find a way to go to college, My older brother, because he set that example, and like he was the first generation college grad.
Damn,
and our family and I followed.
Shout out, guys.
That's what's up, dude.
Shout out, Josh.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah. So so that was a good person or mentor, to really show the ropes. Like, you could do this way, go into the labor force, or you could just go into education and learn something. And then, get into the labor force.
Yeah.
So I started applying to like universities. I didn't do any UC, that is like Cal States and stuff. And then
better than fucking.
I mean, I was a little discouraged, and like the money and all that was stressing me out. And as a young kid, you kind of just want to have fun, hang out, and not really like think of like adulting things. And so, but I mean, like, yeah. So like, it was crazy, because like I started realizing like, whoa, my perspective is changing on what I have to do. And so like, I kind of like just put my head more down. It kind of just was, I was really putting in work and my studies and stuff. And I took trigonometry my senior year just so I could challenge myself.
Damn.
I mean, and I got by. And so after that, I just, after I graduated, and I was like, all right, cool, that's it. I'm done with school. And I was do school again. I'm gonna go to college. That's what I did.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, just keep pushing that shit.
And I just kept pushing, yeah.
It's something you said earlier, like you're a real fucking like, what's that I'm looking for? Not determined, but you're like real disciplined. You're real disciplined with school, so it's like, you already had your fucking plan. You're like, I'm gonna execute it regardless whether financially it's ready or financially it's not, I'm gonna do it. And honestly, that's fucking dope, dude.
Sick, dude.
So like right after school, right after high school, you went straight to school?
Went straight to school. I mean, and at the same time, I got a full-time job, so I did.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing anything. I might as well find a full-time job, so I have money, and then just go straight to school.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
And so, like.
And what made you went in Northridge, right?
Yeah.
What made you pick Northridge compared to LA? Is it like your major in this shit?
Well, like, I mean, I wanted to go to two different types of career choices, like when I was about to graduate, when I was like thinking about college. I either want to get into culinary school or I wanted to get into business. But I knew the industry and culinary industry is a lot of competition.
Yeah.
I mean, turnover rate, it's a very like toxic environment. And I was like, I don't really want to mess with that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
So I was like, I'm just gonna study business.
Yeah, you could.
And like that's what I did. So I went straight into I kind of did research. I was like, what's a good program, for business? And the Kobe program, which is that's the name of the program at Cal State Northridge.
Damn, sick.
They had the really best program.
My cousin went
Cal
there.
State.
Yeah, she just graduated like 2 years ago.
And I mean, you gotta take an exam, like a class and an exam, several exams to even get into the business school. So once you take all your lower division business classes, you have to reapply for the school now, like the small school. And you have to take 6 tests, so it's
just to get in.
Just to get in, and then you gotta take this class and
pass. So it was a process, dude.
So it was a process.
Yeah, like stressful nights and shit.
When I saw that, I was like, all right. I mean, I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna get a Cal State degree, might as well go to the best business program.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go to San Diego, and I wanted to stay local because.
Because dorm rooms and all that shit.
Yeah,
I have family here.
Yeah, I have family here.
It's expensive too, man.
I love LA. And
it's like what, 30-minute, 40-minute drive for you?
Yeah. It's it's a commuting school.
Yeah.
So I commuted and I crashed in people's places,
Yeah.
Fucking party on a fucking Thursday and then have class the next day. And
that's fucking sick, dude.
Did you join a Friday and shit or no?
No, I actually I actually played rugby.
Oh, you played rugby?
Damn, for real, that's sick.
I did 3 years, so I was a student athlete for 3 years.
Rugby is the one that's exactly like they play with the ball and the.
It looks like football, but
with the catcher, right?
No, that's lacrosse.
Yeah.
Okay,
rugby is the European style.
Yeah,
it's like a bigger football.
Well, the Samoans playing shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most of those.
That's some heavy shit right there.
Yeah, it was dope, man. I was a dope athlete.
That's crazy.
We played against USC.
Oh yeah, that's sick,
dude. We were Division I, so we played against Air Force, UCLA, Allen.
Damn.
We traveled all the way up to Cal Lutheran. We went all over, man.
Damn, how many years you were at Northridge for?
3 years.
Damn, dude, that's fucking dope.
And then going into a little bit back to my past, when I was about 20, all the way to 21, 22, it was 2 year span, my life kind of churned. And so, a lot of things happen, the worst possible thing that can happen, finances, the law, relationships, all that stuff.
Hit you all at once.
Hit all at once, so I kind of was not going to do school no more.
Yeah.
And
that happened 1 year into college?
That happened on my second year in.
Second year in?
2 years in.
Yeah.
And then that all thing happened. And then it kind of the whole plan was to graduate in 4 years from college. It took me 6 years, but it doesn't matter about that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, you get it done.
Exactly.
But that was just my own internal goal. I wanted to do 6 years.
Yeah.
I wanted to do 4 years and just
yeah, so being determined, you had to say.
My brother showed me.
It's life, life tells you some crazy shit,
yeah.
and you gotta get through it.
Damn, dude, I can only imagine it. That's stressful, dude, because think about you're going through all that shit, then you're still worrying about finals. Final weeks, you're fucking shitting.
And so I kind of derailed, and then I skipped a semester, and then I was like, man, I gotta catch up. So I was taking classes at a community college, and I was going to Northridge at the same time. So just to catch up, and then I was doing the program, and I ended up getting a certification from Cerrito College, so that was pretty cool.
What's up, yeah.
And retail management, so it was pretty cool.
It worked out.
And that shit's hard, dude. Honestly, like you say, you went through so much shit finance, stress, relationship shit. Some people don't come back from that type of shit.
Exactly.
You know
or it alters their whole motivation.
Yeah.
What they want to do in their life.
What kept you thriving? Your friends, or what made you keep pushing this shit?
It was just me.
You just
what do I want from this life? And that's what made me have a perspective. After my grandpa passed in 07, it kind of changed. I was like, man, death is so close. And, it changes you, So I lived from within, and I was like, man, what do I want to do? I might just want to be a statistic from Boyle Heights. Work at 9 to 5 and just smoke and chill, and have a family and struggle. Nah, I want to do something greater.
Yeah, do something.
I want to be an outlier, from the squad, from the community. So I looked within, and then after that, I was just like, man, I have more purpose in this life than just all this, and let this negativity keep me low. So I just became more optimistic, and that's what it is. If you're more optimistic in life, and if you put more energy into success, the future will be successful. Because it's not written. You write your future, And it's that's what I saw from that, and I was just all right, man, either I can have sorrow for myself or just push through,
Fuck yeah, dude,
that's the best thing. How long would you say you were down for? A full semester, which is
full semester,
3 months?
I just took that. I had a mental breakdown. I needed I mean, 2 years of just bam of like all this negativity, it does.
Yeah, no, it's true though.
And I was just like, I'm not even like focused in school. I actually don't even care about school. I gotta worry about my mental health, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's absent in America, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's like no really. People like to call people crazy, but like
no,
especially like in that
crazy
area,
that you say that. I do believe in that. It's true though.
Especially the fucking part, especially like an area like this, dog. You know what I mean? Like, not trying to say anything, but like you tell your homie like, damn, dog, like I've been stressing. I hear stupid fool smoke the blunt.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Or let's go party.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or let's show some bitches. You know what I mean? And like reality is like, now that I'm trying to. Like I seen a meme the other day, like when it was a Mexican meme, like you know when you tell a Mexican mom, like, oh, I'm sad, I comer or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now what it is not necessarily like just around here. It's just more of a pride. Like for instance, like I'm more of a guy like to bottle stuff in, and like you know one of our studio audience right here. One day I hit him up, right, and I just fucking vented to him, dude, and I just told him how I felt, and he gave me his ear and shit, and you know he actually got me through that problem, dude. And you know, I was thinking of like, man, I'm just fucking bringing someone like my bullshit, you know? But actually, you know, we gave my time and I talked to him and he actually got me through it, dude. And I was just like, fuck, you know, it feels good, man.
Mm-hmm. It does. And I used to be that way too, you know, like just keep things within, you know, like feelings and stuff. And if a situation arises and it went south,
yeah,
I won't talk about it, and it was not healthy.
So how'd you like if you don't mind, like how'd you get through it? Like were you talking to people or like, or you just gave yourself a year to like just like find yourself?
Yeah, 1 year just finding myself, you know, like and especially like partying too, you know.
Yeah.
All that partying caught up to me, and
fuck yeah, dude.
drugs and stuff kind of caught up too. So like, I was just like, man, I need to just chill, you know. I need to just like focus on me. So, I did a little counseling a little bit, and then after that, I mean, I just more just self-care.
Yeah.
You know, I changed my eating habits. You know, it's been like 10 years since I drink soda.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't drink soda at all, so I don't even know what like Jack and Coke tastes like.
What is? Oh, Jack and Coke.
Yeah, because everyone like every time I'm out, people
years,
are always like offering me Jack and Coke or you know, or like Coke, and I'm like, oh, I don't drink soda.
I be lying to myself. I'll be like,
I drink beer. It's a bad substitute. Like,
yeah, fuck it though.
But I mean, like, I just don't. I changed my eating habits. I changed my you know, I broke all these bad habits. You know, I'm not gonna go to like every single rave.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do all these drugs. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna put myself in a dangerous situation where I get DUI and stuff. You know, all those things like you're always like neglect that. You know, when you're younger, you know, 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to party.
But now it's more like your maturity level is at a certain point. You kind of want to like do what you want to do.
Like now I'll be 30 in a couple years.
Yeah.
What's up? I need something.
That's already my mindset, dude. Like to be honest, like we're going to Rolling Loud this weekend, right? And it's like, I'm like, fuck, do I even want to go? And I was like, you know, like me by like 9:30 or fucking probably by like 11, I'm out. I'm tired. You know, and then I was looking at the lineup. I'm like, damn, this food plays at 11. I was like, you know, because I enter work at 5 in the morning. You know,
like I don't really like all that Europe and shit. Some of it's dope, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But the artists I do want to see, their sets are like so broken up. You know what I mean? Then it's like,
so you have to be there the whole show.
Yeah, so you have to be there because like it'll be like Shrai Mafia. I want you Shrai Mafia, you know. And then it'll be like G Perico and some other fools. And like I don't know who the fuck that is. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I'm pretty sure it's dope and shit. Yeah. I'll listen to it.
The only reason I'm hype about it because it kind of made it more like a rave. You kind of get me because it's like it's the stadium plus the grounds.
Yeah.
So it's like how like the old raves used to be around here.
And that's what it is. It's like it's the way that the production is now set up. It's more like it mimics more like a rave setting.
Yeah.
You know? And every festival is doing that. I mean, I've seen it. You know, just attending all these like festivals and raves. You see the change in production and how they set it up.
Dude, my last rave was Beyond Wonderland 2010.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a long time.
Literally, and then my last massive was like ETC 2010.
Nice.
That was my last one.
That's throwback.
And then I just stopped, dude. I was like, fuck this shit. It's just whack, you know?
Yeah, I went 4 years out of like not raving it, and I was just like dedicated in school, you know?
Yeah, I am.
I am where I'm at now, but like, yeah, I had to cleanse that too. I had to cut it out too.
It's a trip that you say that though, like kind of going back to what you were saying earlier, like around the Arm Tribe, like once I got my job at USC, for that 1 year I was like finding myself. I was like, why, you know, I got my job, you know, I'm used this as a stepping stone or whatnot, you know? And I just noticed that I was just like, fuck, you know, so I gave myself a year and I actually found myself. Like I, you know, had money, paid my debt, you know, Yeah, like I was for once I finally was able to exhale, you know, like fuck, dude, we're finally, you know, around that time, because you know it was like around like probably like 3 years before that. I just had like my daughter, so I wasn't in school, you know, so everything all at once hits you, you know. It's up to you if you want to victimize yourself, or use that as like, you know, motivation. All right, got this, boom, boom, boom. All right, now it's my turn to do something about it, you know. And it's true, because like you did that too. You know, but I can only imagine, dude, you're working and plus still going to school.
Yeah.
Like, how did it feel like once you finally graduated, dude?
Weight off my shoulders. I felt very, like, accomplished, you know. I hit self-actualization right at that moment. When they called my name and I walked that stage, and, like, it wasn't a diploma, but it was just the frame.
Yeah.
I mean, they give it to you, like,
it's just a feeling, bro.
Yeah. The feeling was like, wow.
Like when they say your name, they're like,
second generation.
Like, this is second generation. This is all the time I put in. I mean, like, I had a pretty decent GPA, like, you know, the 3.2 GPA.
Damn,
so, like,
dude.
Yeah,
you
so
left out with a bang.
Yeah, dude. So it was just like, I mean, I put full throttle, and it felt good, like the best feeling in the world. But it was just like, it was so fast, you know.
Yeah.
Just happened so fast, but like nothing will ever get like take that moment of like my parents crying, my grandma crying, like my whole family crying, you know.
Yeah.
They all came out to support me that day, you know. And it was early as fuck, 8 in the morning graduation, you know, in the valley, but they showed up and like they all were so proud of me, like.
I can't imagine, dude. Like, I only experienced that with high school. Like me, dude, like school, it's like, I know it sounds funny, it's like if I was allergic to it, you know. That was my state of mind back then, you know, like fuck school, you know. Then after working at USC made me realize, like, damn, dude, all you had to do was just shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah.
And do your work.
Yeah.
Just do your work, shut the fuck up, listen, do your work, and then do good in a test, dude. And that's it. That's all you gotta do.
I couldn't.
And I see them kids every day, dude. They live on campus and everything, but when it comes down to like senior year, they're like, fuck, now what? Like either they don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, or like they don't think they're gonna find a job. Like there's so many kids that a lot of student workers like from India, like when it comes down to like after they graduate, they have probably like 4 to 6 months to find a job. Yeah. And if not, they get like, you know, they have to get sent back.
Their visa expires. Yeah. They're no longer not valid.
And it's a trip too, so they're fucking just shitting and doing.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. Like, I mean, leading up to it was hard. I was on my final year of rugby. I took 5 classes because I ended up squeezing a minor at the end. I was like, fuck it, might as well just take 2 extra classes, and I got a minor in economics. So I crammed 2 classes on top of all my capstone courses. So like you have a business capstone, which is like the class is like everything you learn in the business program. That's what they test you on. That's what you have to write about and stuff. And then you have a marketing one based on your major. So my major was marketing. And then so it was like 2 capstone courses and then 2 seminar courses and then a economics course.
Yeah.
So I could satisfy my minor. So I mean, like, and it was called price theory. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That means at any moment towards the end, though, that you feel like, damn, I wish I would have went into something else.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I saw my you know, my colleagues, my peers making money.
He was fading. No, my bad. No, I was just thinking because it's the trip that you say that. Everything we're just talking about is like what I talk about at work. So that's why I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm just
Deja vu,
I'm tripping out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so you said you didn't want to change it?
Yeah, definitely wanted to change it.
Oh yeah. And going back to, you said that, you know, you're part of a party crew and shit. Like, how was that? You know, like in high school and shit.
It was cool because my brother was part of it.
Oh, for real?
Before, and then like.
Well, you guys had like a crew name or something?
Yeah, it was HT.
HT.
I'll keep it to that acronym.
I think I remember.
But you might have seen a flyer too, you know, or heard about it.
Yeah.
It was mainly like just the football players, a selected group of football players.
That was part of it.
That was part of it.
I'm not gonna say it was his first name, but you remember that food Pancake?
Yeah.
That was
we booked him as a DJ when he was DJing back then.
That's a big food, right? The big food pancake. Yeah, Pancake, right?
Yeah.
Dude, he grew up down the street. Lived down the street. Like I knew him since like since elementary all the way to high school. He always kept it cool. But yeah, that's cool. Those popular too, the football players.
What was it, like a fucking backyard parties or like warehouse parties?
It was so a couple times it was like at a warehouse, and then but most times it was a house party.
House parties.
We would just like, you know, ask one of the parents, be like, yo, can we use your house? You know,
pay him off a little bit.
Pay you off a little.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
and that was how we kept the business, that kept the hustle going.
And you guys had like low income coming too, you know?
Yeah, it was good little income. I mean, I got a cut for either managing the bar or like passing out glow sticks or like
being at the gate,
being a little kid, you know, and like just making money, and then that money I would go to a rave or like I'll pay for my football stuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit, so you started raving like in high school and shit?
Yeah. I mean, he brought up 2010. My first rave was EDC 2009.
Yeah.
And then I did Hard Summer in 2009, but they canceled it midway. I was about to like see Crystal Castle, and I was like, bro, she just hit baptism, and then boom, they
Dude, you want to hear a funny story? So it'll be quick. It was Hard Summer 2008.
2008?
Yeah, and then it was still trip out. So we the reason I remember really good because I was sober. It was like one of the nights I was trying to prove a point. Like, I don't need fucking drugs at a rave. Fuck you guys, you know. One of those nights, you know. Because we're doing shit like heavily, you know. And so dude, we're like planning it, we're hyping it up. You know, Monster Get Down. Charlie is some guy named Charlie is like some upcoming DJ. Well, he's pretty known. He's pretty known, but to himself, he's humble enough. He's like, nah.
Out of Boulder Heights.
But he's out of Boulder Heights, and he's a DJ playing with Deadmau5. So he's like fucking touring everywhere, dude. Like everywhere, right? Dude, this dude fucking slept in my house, dude. We raved at everything, dude. Everything, right?
That's cool, you know.
While we're side by side, dude, and we're like hyping it up. We're like, fuck that, we're rushing this shit. We're rushing this shit. So we get a big ass crowd and we rush it, dude. We rush in. I get to see Crystal Castles for free. I get to see Deadmau5 for free. That was like one of his best sets. I seen Soul Wax. I seen Justice.
Yeah, that's it. That's monster. Like that lineup right there. I miss those lineups.
Dude,
you have to pay a premium price if you want to see that.
Sick,
and
dude.
It's so staggered. Like they're conflicting times and stuff.
It was sick, dude. Lineup, sick, dude. Honestly, like that's raving. Like that's I'm not even like hype about it anymore. Like I gotta see like the main.
I mean, not just that, because at the time those were certain fucking sets that they're totally different now, dog. And I was like dubstep type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I seen the dubstep unfold. Back then it was drum and bass.
It was drum and bass, and it was run by like Casper and Russell.
Yeah.
The big names.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
And I mean like.
But now dubstep's the main stage, though.
Now the main, it was just a genre at first, and now it's like a stage. Now
back then it was like a little corner. Like if you go to, oh my god, what?
Yeah, they just like really like put it on a like pedestal, like and the scene took off like it's its own, it's its own thing.
Yeah, cause I remember it was like a wave like around 2010. Even like Mastercraft got into that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
DJ Chucky or some shit. All this other shit, dude. It's crazy.
And how was it raving it? You know, like in high school and shit. Was it hard for you to get away from your parents and shit and fucking go out to the raves, or were they cool about it?
They were more cool about it. I mean, my parents were really like.
They knew what's up?
They knew what's up. They were like, if you're gonna try stuff or do stuff, just let us know.
Yeah.
And it's all good, you know.
Oh shit! So if you tried something, you told them, or you?
I mean, I wouldn't really tell them. They would give me that. They give me that speech, you know.
Yeah,
so I would always just like those white lies, but like I'm still kind of be truthful. Like, I'm gonna go to this event, you know, in the Coliseum. They thought it was a carnival, you know. I mean, I wasn't lying. Like, it's a carnival.
Imagine.
They, you know, until they saw it, like.
I thought I used that excuse too. My first EDC, and I told my dad, like, it's carnival.
Picture, like, 16 years from now, 20 years from now, you know, like, our kids are like, oh, damn, I'm going to carnival. We're going to be like, boy, you going to use pills?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be a real ass motherfucker. Like,
hey, we're gonna roll. Have 3 water bottles, dog.
Yeah, I'll be like, here's a like playlist here, man. Like, just all this guide and you're good.
Better.
It'll be fine. I mean, that's what it's all about, though. You know, like that's what happened. Like, there was really no community sense. Like in 2010, when it hit mainstream, there was a shift and stuff. So it's like a lot of. I mean, high school it was cool to be part of it. I loved the music and stuff, and just knowing the DJs and having a selective group of friends.
Yeah.
But like, this is how the scene was, how it felt. Like I was a young kid, and I'm on a rave, and all these people are older, like in their 30s or 40s, and they're having the time of their life, you know. And it was a really good escape, you know. From
that's why I always say, like, do you think it's like obviously like it's the music, but half of the times, how about all those drugs weren't there?
Hey, you would never have that same euphoric feeling,
right?
You know, the drugs really do help. You know?
For real, dude.
But I mean, that's to meet self-actualization in your mind.